Hey, what's going on, parents? Dr. Tony Ebel here, and what I'm going to teach you here is probably going to be pretty shocking, probably going to be pretty surprising, and at the same time, as you go through it and listen, it's only going to take me a few minutes for you to go, oh man, that's right, that's correct, that's what we need for our kiddos. And so if this video hits you like, oh man, we don't have either of these, and the doctor, the pediatrician we're trusting with our child's health really is missing out on these two crucial boats, if you will, don't worry. Comment below, reach out to us. We will connect you with the doctors, with the providers and the practitioners who can take care of these two crucial health building blocks for your child. So here's the two types of practitioners, the two types of doctors, and it doesn't need to be a doctor, by the way, especially the second one. When we break down gut stuff, you can get so much help from nurse practitioners and so many other just amazing practitioners that don't technically need to have a doctor title. So the first doctor, the first practitioner you need on your child's team is what we would call a neurologically focused doctor, or a nervous system doctor, or if we abbreviate it, a neuro expert, Neuro. See, the nervous system's job is to control and modulate and coordinate every other system of the body. The central or autonomic nervous system is comprised of the brain, the brainstem, the spinal cord, spinal nerves, sensory nerves, and the nervous system is our most intricate and our most delicate part of our health. It's the most important. Air traffic control is kind of the nickname we give to it. Or as I really like to say, being a family practice practitioner, it is the mom of our biology, the mom of our body, because it listens to everything. It asks questions. It's mostly sensory. It's receiving information, and it controls all of our schedule, all of our systems, all of everything. Sounds a lot like the mom of the family. And just like in today's world where we're busier and there's more to keep track of, especially if you have a perfect storm kiddo who has OT, PT, speech, ABA, all these different appointments, moms are overstressed. Moms are overwhelmed. Moms are wound up. Moms are tense. Moms are anxious. Moms are stuck in fight or flight. Moms don't sleep well. Moms are running low on energy. And so are our kids. Because our kids' nervous systems, through this thing called the perfect storm, which begins with stress during pregnancy and is really accelerated and activated, fight or flight, subluxation, stress response, is activated most commonly by birth intervention, C-section, vacuum, forceps, induction, epidural. These things really trigger what's called a subluxation or a fight or flight activation of our kids' nervous systems. And it turns on early, and they get stuck on fight or flight. For a baby, that looks like difficulty nursing, colic, constipation, reflux, not able to sleep a ton. Then the pediatrician tells you, don't worry, they'll grow out of it. But what we actually know as a nervous system doctor, so you're hearing from practitioner number one on this video, is we know that our kids don't grow out of neurological challenges and colic and chronic ear infections and motor delays and behavior and emotion and sensory challenges. They grow into autism, ADHD, and all of those neuro things. This is why you need a nervous system doctor on your team, and most likely the doctor you have leading your family's healthcare, a standard traditional pediatrician, is really going to do a poor job here because they have really poor training in actual functional neurology. Unless it's a grossly apparent torticollis, plagiocephaly, neurological damage and delay, they miss the vast majority of them. They're too worried about height and weight charts and surveys and all the other sort of things, and they really do a very outdated neurological exam for your child. And the neurological exam that's done at your standard pediatrician well child checks would only turn up with gross neurological pathology, meaning huge problems that no one could miss. And instead, they're missing the vast majority of motor delays, neurosensory issues, and that's why we have so many children with autism, ADHD, sensory processing disorder, OCD, anxiety, because the path to those neurological challenges brood very early, and if it's missed, by a doctor who doesn't have training and doesn't have awareness, then it gets further into the nervous system and further into their life. So the very first practitioner, a doctor you need on your team, is a neuro expert. The second one is a gut expert. So it's a digestive system. So the gut is our second brain. The gut is our internal nervous system. The gut communicates big time with that central and autonomic nervous system we just got done talking about through something called the vagus nerve. And the gut is also where about 60, 70, depending on what you read, 80% of our immune system is located in our gut as well. The gut is where 90% of our serotonin is made. So if the gut is dysfunctional, serotonin is our feel-good, relaxed, emotionally stabilizing neurotransmitter. So if our gut has havoc wreaked upon it, then our nervous system and our brain doesn't function as well. And the gut, because it controls the immune system, if our gut is functioning well, along with our nervous system first, so the importance goes neurology, gut second, and if the gut is inflamed, then our nervous system and our immune system will feed into, or will kind of become inflamed as well. And that's when a kiddo gets a lot of inflammatory immune challenges, including respiratory issues that then would give them steroids. So if we don't have a gut, a holistic, so the thing you want to look for is someone who's an integrated practitioner, a functional medicine practitioner. If those are kind of their monikers or their descriptors of the specialty they have, and again, in this case, they don't need to be a doctor. The first group is actually doctors of pediatric chiropractic. Chiropractors done in our training in our way, that's neurological experts. There isn't really other kinds. A medical neurologist is not going to be what we just got done talking about at all, but a pediatric chiropractic nervous system based chiropractor is. In the gut camp, it doesn't need to be an MD. It can be, but it could be a nurse practitioner or many other sort of experts that are there and can do it. The challenge with our general pediatrician track is because they don't know a lot about the nervous system, they miss all those things that lead to the delays and challenges we talked about. But they also really, and if they do know, they haven't changed their behaviors. But the more antibiotics and the more steroids that are given to our kiddos, the more we actually wreak havoc on their gut and wreak havoc and weaken their gut and their immune system. So then you need the nervous system doctor and the gut doctor to do a lot of what's called restoration and rebuilding of neurological health, gut health, and immune health. That's why through PX Docs, our specialty is the first thing, but we work in close partnership with holistic peds, and nurse practitioners, integrated practitioners, naturopath, that sort of work, because the gut restore, gut rebuild, that nutrition, lifestyle, supplementation is a lot of times what that is required, is crucial piece to finish the job of either A, you caught this video early and you're gonna hire these two people, two practitioners on your team, put them up front to keep your child healthy, or B, you're watching this video because your child is struggling with something and you know that you need to rebuild and restore health to their nervous system and get them to be able to calm, get them to be able to coordinate, communicate, regulate their emotions and so forth, and then also do the same to the gut and get their gut and their immune system healthy. These are the two practitioners, these are the two specialties, these are the two experts that we all need on our child's healthcare team. My 4 beautiful kiddos have that. Myself and my team of pediatric neurologically based chiropractors takes care of their neurodevelopment and their neuroemotional, neurofunctional health. And then our well-rooted pediatrics, our holistic integrated peds team takes care of any gut, any nutrition, any of that lifestyle stuff. And 1 + 1 in this case equals 111, and your children will have 111% health. And I'm being kind of facetious with that, but because so many kids are so sick these days, once you get your kiddo just to the full health that God designed them and gave to them, that is how we're designed. Once they're at 100% health, it looks like they're way healthier than the average child, but it's not because the top line of health has moved. There is only one top line. It's because we have so many sick, struggling kids that the contrast is bigger. We want that through the Pediatric Experience Docs and PX Docs for your child. Start with the neurological doctor. We have an entire referral. All practicing PX Docs have collaborations and partnerships with the best functional integrative gut doctors in their community. So go to our website, read a bunch of articles about constipation, dysautonomia, vagus nerve, subluxation, birth trauma. Read the stories of children who were struggling with immune, neuro, gut challenges who got better, and then get on our directory and find your neuro doctor first Start there, then get the gut doctor. And when you get these two practitioners on your team, you hardly ever need to see the one who was missing things and oftentimes damaging things in the first place. They become saved for emergencies only, which is exactly what traditional medicine is actually really good at. God bless, be well, get these two docs, two practitioners on your team, and you'll never look back. Your child's health will be restored. Be full tilt forever.